Okay, so again, no bios, but I'm going to present to you the amazing Lori McNeil. She is amazing. Go for it, Lori.
Thank you so much, Marianne, and thank you so much for everyone's patience. Tech this last week has been like this for me, and I know it has been for a lot of people too. So thank you so much for your patience. It is an honor to be here, Marianne. Thank you so much for having me. I am blessed to get to be with you almost every single month in 2024. There was one time I was literally flying in the air and not able to participate, and another time when I was really sick and had no voice. So I've actually been a part of the Mpowered Talks 10 out of the 12 months in 2024. And I am so honored. So, Marianne, thank you again. And thank you one last time for 2024 for just allowing me to be a part of this amazing year-long series.
Thank
And
you.
it is my honor to be with you here again this morning, talking about authentic leadership. And what an important topic, and what an amazing topic to actually end the year with. I know that many people have struggled with authenticity and integrity and all these different things that I've been hearing all year long because of the different challenges that people have faced this year. But before we jump into this important topic of authentic leadership, for those of you who are not familiar with me, I just wanted to introduce myself really quick. I am Lori McNeil. I am international. Lori McNeil International. I do travel the globe nonstop. And I believe a few months ago, I was actually doing one of these from the Bahamas with a keynote that I was giving in the Bahamas. And so I'm running up and down, the hotel room. And it's always fun. It's always fun to be international and traveling everywhere. And that's the beautiful thing about technology when it works, is that I can participate in multiple events at the same time. So that is one of the good things when it is working. But I am a business strategist, and I help entrepreneurs every single day get from wherever they are to where they want to be at all levels of business. I've been doing what I do for over 28 years. I'm a retired business professor. I design curriculum programs for MBA programs all across the United States. And I've owned different businesses, brick and mortar and online, everything in between. So I'm a course developer. I have three bachelors, three masters, two PhDs, and 25 certifications. So I've been doing this a long time. This isn't something that I just took a weekend course and decided, hey, I'll give it a try. So I absolutely love what I do. And we deal with all different levels of business, all different kinds of issues. And when I say that, I don't say that as in oh yeah, just kind of let me know and we'll figure it out together. I literally have done all kinds of different things for people in all different kinds of industries, and that's what makes what I do really, really fun. And one of the things with that, as a business strategist, if you've heard me teach before, you've heard me say that everything internal and external are so tightly related. Everything that you shouldn't be two different people. So who you are on stage is who you are off stage, and who you are with your family is who you should be in business. I firmly believe that that is a huge, huge part of being an authentic leader that's in integrity, that you should be the same person. You know, 25, 30 years ago, there was the belief that you should, put on your business hat. And when you come home, leave that at the door, leave your family at the door when you walk in the door to the work and all those kind of things. That used to be a belief system. And now in our culture, it's so important to understand that you are the same person and you should be the same person. So everything that I teach is understanding that direct correlation of really understanding that deeper essence of who you are in the world, and how you step into the greater sense of self when you are authentic, when you are who you are operating in the world, no matter what room you're in or who you're speaking to. So I love helping entrepreneurs fully understand that in all aspects of what I do, and which is perfectly parlays into when we're talking about authentic leadership today. So when we talk about authentic leadership, we're really talking about what it is that makes you an authentic leader in your industry and in the world. And so when you think about this topic, I want you to think about it multi-layered, because there really is no one right answer. What I mean by that is it's not just, oh, well, just be who you are. Well, that's a great start, but being who you are is really understanding who you are. And a lot of people in this world don't really truly understand themselves to the degree that they need to in order to really step into the greater version of themselves. You can't step into the greater version of yourself unless you actually know who you are right now in this place. And when you understand that everything that you are, all the tools in your toolbox that make you uniquely qualified to do exactly what you do in this world, all of those tools, good, bad, indifferent, they are who you are. And when you understand what made you who you are to this point, and you understand the person that you are right now today in this very moment, then you truly understand what it means to step into that greater version of yourself in an authentic way. That's not fake it till you make it. That's not who can I pretend to kind of be before people find out who I am. There's a lot of that going on in our industry. But when you understand the multi layers of leadership with you and what that means to be an authentic leader in the industry that you want to be without losing that sense of self, that's huge. And that may sound really easy, but I'm here to tell you that there's a lot of mistakes being made and there's a lot of things being done on purpose because there's a lot of people that are afraid of that failure. They're afraid of being found out. They're afraid of what if people don't think that I'm professional enough or intelligent enough? Or what if they feel like I don't fit what it is that I'm trying to do? There's a lot of those kind of self-sabotaging, limiting beliefs and thoughts that enter our mind every day. And that's part of understanding who you are so that you can move forward with it, with where you're wanting to go in a very, very authentic way. I truly believe that all of the tools in your internal toolbox that make you uniquely qualified automatically eliminates any misbelief of competition because they don't have those same internal tools. They didn't live the same life that you lived growing up. They don't have the same clients. They don't have the same burning desire to do something specific that you have. So when you understand who you are in that, then you understand that there really is no competition around you. The only person that you should be in competition with is yourself and the person that you were yesterday. And many of us have heard that, but very few of us fully understand it and live it. Now, we are all human. We all have that human factor of wanting to be the best in our industry. And we have those insecurities and we have those things that enter our mind. That's the human part of who we are every single day. But when you understand how to combat those immediately and flip that switch to where you stay in your authentic drive and you don't allow those negative thoughts to influence you, that takes practice, that takes leadership, that takes strength. And all of those things come the more that you push yourself outside of your comfort zone, because we all know that you can't grow when you're in your comfort zone. It's just not possible. So as you think about the authentic leader that you are right now and the authentic leader that you want to become as we move into the next calendar year, I want you to understand what it actually takes to get to where you want to go. I love doing what I do. I'm an international business strategist that specializes in media, branding, and marketing. Even though I had a desire to do that years and years ago, I had to put those building blocks in place with every day, every month, every year, as I moved along in my journey. Did I think that I was going to be speaking as a keynote speaker in India and the Bahamas and Australia and all these places? Not really. I knew I wanted to be a speaker, but I didn't necessarily, and yeah, I wanted to do it in a big way, but I didn't necessarily know that I would be doing exactly what it is that I'm doing today. I knew that as I stepped into the greater version of myself and I illuminated that flashlight, that the next step would be revealed to me and that the overall blueprint would become clearer and clearer and clearer. Because this is what I do know. If you allow fear to take over and you don't allow that faith over fear, then you will become so stagnant, so paralyzed, so afraid of failure that you don't even realize that the decision that you've made to not take that step, to not make that decision, is making a decision. you've made a decision to not move forward. And so it's not even possible. This is what's so important for people to understand. It's not even possible for you to take in all of the options, all of the resources, all of the information. I hear people say all the time, well, I just need to wait to make a decision. I need to wait to, know all the information and really understand it and, do all these things that you think you need to do in order to make that decision. And what I want you to understand is that, yes, people are different. People process information differently. People learn differently. But it's important for you to understand that it is not even possible for you to have all of the information that you need to make that decision until you've made that next step and illuminated that next step in your journey and that next step in your life, because you don't know the people you're going to meet. You don't know the people that are going to be in the room. You don't know the people that are going to resonate with you. There's all kinds of resources, people and opportunities that you don't even know exist until you make that next step. And that is such an important thing to understand when you are trying to work through overcoming that fear, that challenge of fear that paralyzes people so much in letting go of, time, money, different resources because of all of those limiting beliefs. So when you think about this, I want you to really picture a flashlight in your hand. And when you picture that flashlight in your hand, I want you to understand that that device is meant to illuminate only so far. That is what it is designed to do in order for you to do the task that you need to complete. So when you picture that flashlight in your hand as you're moving through life, as you're moving through your business journey, then you understand better that it's not designed to show you all of the steps in front of you. It's only designed to show you maybe one or two at a time. So when you have next time you actually are faced with a difficult decision, I want you to picture that flashlight and picture that, oh, I need to move forward, and that flashlight illuminates the next step or two. That is the journey of life. That is the journey of business. And when you understand that, it eliminates and decreases a lot of that failure in moving forward. So when you move forward in your authentic self and you are true to the integrity of what it is that you are trying to accomplish in this world, then you understand that you have a greater mission that goes beyond you. What we're bigger than who we are. A lot of people say, well, it's my family. My family is my why. And that's great. We all love our friends and family and our communities and all those things. I do things every single day to support those things. But what I want you to really understand is to be an authentic leader that is in full integrity, you need to also check yourself. If that is your why, how much is that actually built into your own time management and your own daily plan of you doing what you're doing? A lot of people say that their family is their why, and they don't actually spend a lot of time with their family. They step into the trap of, well, my family knows I'm working hard for them. My family knows that this is important. My family knows that this is the goal. That may be true, but that doesn't give you the green light to completely, more or less ignore your family for huge chunks of time, because then all kinds of different issues arise, and then you'll look back and wonder, well, what happened? I missed out on birthdays. I missed out on, all these different things, soccer games, you name it. And then all that guilt and all that resentment and all those different issues in your personal life will surface and will start to affect you professionally in a way that you'll wake up one day and have major regrets. So how can you start right now today in full integrity, in full authenticity of who you are and what you're trying to accomplish, with making certain small changes today that will actually set you up for a stronger year next year? Don't keep doing the stupid things. I mean, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be, aggressive in that, but some of you are making some really, really bad decisions. Some of you are making some really, really stupid decisions in business and in life because you are so out of authenticity. You're so out of integrity with the way that you're even thinking. And you have to have the thought first before the tongue speaks and before the actions take place. So you've got to have that right mindset of understanding all of these things that I'm talking about with true authenticity and authentic leadership when you move forward. You have to be the leader for yourself. You have to be the leader for those immediately around you. If you even think that you have a chance at being a strong leader for a greater global impact. If you don't know where you're going, you can't be too upset about where you end up. I'm going to say that again. If you don't know where you're going, you can't be too upset about where you end up. And in order to get to where you want to go, it starts right now today with the things that have to be put in place today that are going to catapult you into that direction of where you want to go. So I want you guys to do it more or less a kind of a deeper dive into this whole issue of authentic leadership and what it means to be an authentic leader and how you show up in the world every single day. How are you showing up for your family? How are you showing up on coaching calls? How are you showing up for people in your life that you say you care about that are your why? And how is that affecting negatively or positively? Because I want you to reflect this on all levels. How is this actually affecting you showing up in the business world? Now, here's the argument that I get with that. As entrepreneurs, we are very good at juggling a lot of things. Most of us are very, very good at it, which is amazing skill, but it can also be the challenge when we're not showing up authentically to the people in the business world, let's just say, because we've got all kinds of things going on behind the scenes in our personal life. And we think, oh, we've got this. Nobody even knows. Nobody even knows that I'm on the verge of, a nervous breakdown, or I've got issues going on with my kids or my spouse or whatever it is. So here's the thing. There is a way to be authentic and to show up for people in an authentic way without focusing on the negativity and the chaos and all of the challenges that you have in your life. You don't necessarily have to air your dirty laundry all over social media to be authentic. That is not what I mean. And for some people, they feel like they have to do that to be completely authentic. If that feels authentic to you, then do what feels authentic to you and understand the repercussions of doing that and how that affects you throughout your business and throughout your life. But you don't have to do that. I talk to so many people who get so confused on what it means to be authentic when you show up if you're not completely airing your dirty laundry. No, it just means I have challenges. I have kids, I have responsibilities, I have other things that go on in my life, but you're being authentic in a way that tells a story about your messaging. Okay, about your messaging. Everything is tied to a messaging point, but that isn't necessarily telling all the crazy details that are going on in your life. I teach that you need to have 3 to 5 main messaging points behind everything that you do every single day on social media, in your marketing, and your branding, and everything that you do. You can tell about how you had a rough day, needed to take a break, went for a walk, saw a beautiful flower. How does that play into self-care that affects you in the business world? There's a way to show up to be authentic, let people know you're human without going into all the crazy details all over social media and actually drawing the negative energy to yourself. So you don't want to do that. This is a mistake that I see a lot of people doing. So you need to understand how to show up authentically without necessarily doing the internal damage that you will do if you actually focus on the negative. So there's a big difference in that I want people to understand. And this sounds like a little bit of a crazy conversation when we're talking about this today, but it's so vital for people to understand. And I actually have this conversation more than you might think, which is why I'm bringing it up. And Marianne and those that are with us every month understand that when I speak on these stages, I speak in the here and the now. I talk about things that I am having conversations with that are in the here and the now. So because I believe that that's me showing up authentically for you and bringing things in the business world and in life to your attention. And so that you understand that it's not just you. If you're struggling with any of these things that you've heard me say all year long, you're not alone. So I know that entrepreneurship feels lonely at times, and you can think that you're the only one on the island that faces certain things that you face. I'm here to tell you that you're not. It feels that way, but that's when you connect yourself with the authentic audience that you're supposed to connect with. And whether that's through Marianne or through anybody that's on this summit today, find your tribe. We hear that a lot, I'm here to tell you it makes a huge, huge difference. Find your tribe so that you don't feel alone, so that you are catapulting yourself forward personally and professionally. You feel like you're able to show up authentically with the right people. If you feel like you're working with the wrong people or you're always around the wrong people, you need to check your messaging. You need to check your mindset. You need to check what it is that you're doing that you are attracting more or less the wrong clients that you don't want to attract, or the wrong tribe that you just feel like you're constantly not in authenticity with. There's reasons for the way that you feel when you're working with certain people, and you need to be very aware of getting yourself out of that cycle and moving toward those authentic rooms, those authentic relationships that resonate with you, that you feel like you can show up and share certain things, speak certain things, be a certain way, to where you don't feel like you have to be somebody any different. So as you move into the next calendar year, I want you guys to be thinking about all of these different things that I'm sharing with you and what needs to be changed right now today in order for you to show up that stronger, authentic leader that you need to be for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones around you, and for the world. Because I'm here to tell you that the world is waiting for you, the best version of you, to show up in only a way that you can. You were created, all of the tools in your internal toolbox that make you uniquely qualified, you were created internally in a very, very special way to solve external problems in only a way that you can. So as you're thinking about your business strategy, as you're thinking about your media, your branding, your marketing, everything that you need to build that foundation, to build that strong foundation for your business and for your life, I want you to think about how you can show up in an authentic way as a strong leader moving forward from this point forward in all of your graphics, all of your messaging points, social media, on stages, building your business systems on the back end, everything that it takes to do what you need to do in this world. I want you to do a deeper dive and really understand the essence of who you are right now in order to understand the steps that you need to take to be that stronger, authentic leader tomorrow and in the years to come. My friends, the world is waiting for you to show up. Thank you so much for having me, Marianne. It's always a pleasure. And I love doing what I do and helping entrepreneurs just like you get from wherever you are to where you need to be. And more importantly, where you were created to be. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Lori, so much. And this is our final one for the year. So thank you so much for all 10 of your appearances. And here's to another 12 in 2025. I just want to tell everyone it is, well, now it's 6:30 in the morning where Lori lives. So she does this at 6. She told me she doesn't do it for anyone else. So I feel really special, and you should too, because this is a big deal. So thank you so much. As always, such great information. And Lori, did you want to tell everyone about your group?
Oh, sure. So I am super excited. Just fairly recently, I launched what I'm calling the Executive Global Business Club, and it is amazing. Marianne's actually a part of that. It is growing, and I bring amazing people to the stages. And there's other people that are on this summit right now that can attest to that, because I get amazing feedback every single time we do a training, a session. I bring a guest speaker, and they are guests that you don't see on a lot of other stages.
Oh,
I bring very, very unique experts from around the
very.
globe to what's called the Business Builders. So this is a membership club where I bring massive value with regular trainings, regular teachings, monthly live events, all kinds of special bonuses and opportunities throughout. Right now, we actually have it for $47 for elite members. So it is an amazing smoking opportunity. If you have always tried to figure out how to have more access to me, how to work with me on a different way, but the one-on-one coaching for you just hasn't worked out for whatever reason, this is an amazing opportunity for only $47 a month. And the value is insane for that price point. I've never done a program like this before, and it is incredible. And I'm super excited about the growth of where it's headed in the next calendar year. So if you want to jump on for $47, this is an amazing opportunity. It's bbmembership.net, and you can get signed up right away, start accessing all of the trainings, the discussion board, and we're getting ready to have our next live special guest after Christmas, the beginning of January. And those guests are always surprises, and they're always amazing. So even if your schedule doesn't allow for anything except showing up for those monthly live events, trust me, it's worth the $47 because it's incredible. Yeah,
sorry,
it's incredible.
As soon as you get off of here, just go onto my page and put the link on in the chat, and then we'll just repeat it.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Because honestly, everybody should be a part of that. It's amazing. And I just want to add one more thing to that, is that that price will be going up. It's already gone up. I started it out when I launched it for 27. It's now at 47. Don't miss the opportunity at 47, because the next jump will be 97. So you do not want to miss the opportunity to come in at this level, and definitely ask Marianne questions. I know Nikki Cruz is a part of that. Ask me questions, reach out to me. There's a lot of amazing global people in that group. Right now we have about, I think, four countries. We're growing. We have about 4 different countries represented in there now, and it's growing very, very quickly because I travel internationally. And so we get people from all kinds of countries coming in there, and it's very, very cool. So I'm going to drop it in the comments section, bbmembership.net, but definitely get locked into that because it's going to be going up very, very soon. All right. With that, Marianne, thank you so much. Again, you guys have a great rest of your summit. And I think Robert J. Moore is next. So have a great rest of your day.
Lori.
Yes.
I don't know what that is. Oh, flashlight.
It's a flashlight.
Hey, just before you leave there, it was a great speech, but one thing I want to say is they're one of the biggest ones I've seen Lori, myself, and Marianne on. We spoke in front of 2.1 million people, and we had the world leaders on there. It was with her late husband. You know what I mean? It was amazing deal, that one there. I've never spoken in front of 2.1 million people after that.
So amazing.
It was an that was an amazing event for sure.
Robert is how I met Lori, and they were doing a program together at the time. Anyways, it was amazing. And just back onto Lori's program for a second. No kidding. This is me writing notes. And then I have to still go back to the replay because I didn't catch everything. There's so much information. Her speakers are so amazing. The last speaker was a face reader. Okay. Like, how absolutely cool is that? That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Thank you so much, Lori. Have a great day. Thank you so much again for coming on here at 6 o'clock in the morning, your time. I super appreciate you. Love you. And you have yourself a beautiful, beautiful day. See you next year.
You too. See you next year. Thank you so much.